And welcome back, this is Scooper with more Let's Play Chrono Cross. I'm joined, as always, by my colorful squad of Surge Kid and Glenn. When we last left off, we were lighting up different circles on the ground around here in Fort Dragonia. We are about to head into the fourth little mini dungeon inside this dungeon, but before we do, I do want to point out that if you want to do kind of the best possible thing that you can do in this game, you might want to head back to Marble and buy some elements. I am not going to do that though, because once again, I kind of feel that Marble is not necessarily a place that I'm supposed to go to just yet. But the thing in particular that I'm thinking about purchasing in Marble before we go into this part of the dungeon are trap elements. There are a couple trap elements that will be quite useful for you. I would recommend iceberg trap element right now, but for the time being, we are going to ignore that and continue forward. We'll have other opportunities to trap iceberg. But for the time being, we are just going to head forward as is. I don't know why they put this little screen in the middle like that. I guess just to convey distance, but there's not too much of a point of that. All right, we know how that works, but we don't have a way to really deal with that just yet. Really nothing to do around here. Ah, I see. And then opening this, like I thought. All right, so then we want to close this. There we go. All right, let's head forward, take on that enemy. Shouldn't be anything new around here, I don't think, although we are in a new part of the dungeon. Nope, just these two guys. Now that more eyeballs are in my inventory, we are free to head forward to more treasure chests that control things. We want to line that up with the door on the right, and then we want to head over to the left so that we can get back our access to the middle part here, the raised little platforms. And we will work our way through, but for the time being, we will go everywhere they allow us to go. So, on the door on the right, there are going to be one of two things for you. For me, it's a treasure chest. It's not always going to be that. And here we can find a sea charm, which I'm sure you are aware what that does, but we'll take a look nonetheless. Protection against anti-blue. Once again, not something I'm overly concerned about. Anti-blue is not something that I'm worried about happening every fight. There are only very specific fights where I feel like that can happen, and we'll know ahead of time when that's going to happen. But for the time being, we want to line up that platform, that path to what is available in the middle on the left. Line this up so we can get access once again to the middle, and we will head over to the left so that we can find the other thing that's possible to find in one of these rooms, a new enemy. We've got a soldier on a dragon. That's what they're used for. We're up against Dragoon and an Acacia Private. I forgot that he could actually show up for this. But we're going to deal with the Dragoon for the time being. Let's see if a Luminaire can't take out that Private all by itself. He does hit rather hard for a normal enemy around here. These are normal enemies. This is not a boss fight. But Luminaire should do quite a bit of damage for you. Enough to take out the Private? No, he lived. He is weakened, though. For the time being, yeah, let's just go ahead and finish him off. No? Really? Alright, he's still kicking. We are not going to finish him off with kids, then. We are going to go for a pilfer on the Dragoon. Because he has better stuff. And we got a silver pendant. Not that that's particularly important. Can we finish this guy off now? There we go. Thank you. All right, Glenn, go ahead and do what you can against this guy. We'll go for a 2 and a 3. And it worked. I'm surprised that worked. Glenn does have a level 6 element these days, but Aqua Ball should fit the bill nicely. Actually, an Ice Blast would be better. Enough to finish the job? Indeed it is. 127 more damage. And Glenn's not even that much of a mage character. It's just a strong spell. All right, 937 gold coming my way. A little bit of HP headed to Surge and Glenn only. Once again, Kid, falling behind. Full heal, we get low res and ointment. I don't believe we've seen low res before. That is a debuff, so we will take a look at that. Let's see what we got. Low res. Is that the first time that we've gotten it? I'm pretty sure it is. There we go. Temporarily decreases opponent's defense. Can be useful, I will say. Do I actually want to use it? Yeah, we'll go ahead and allocate that. Why not? Let's put that on a level 1 here somewhere. Put it instead of the Electro Jolt. Why not? All right. We'll move forward again, and we will head to the only area that we have not been to before, which would be the lower right. That is where we entered in, but remember there was a little bit of a raised platform with stairs, so we want to deal with that. Pretty simple to figure out how to do all this, but it still kind of unnerves me that there are treasure chests everywhere, and there's no treasure to be had, except for that one. We got the one. But we can now head over here, lower the stairs, and then head inside. Sometimes they just don't give it to me. And down here we can get ambushed. For boss time. We are up against a giant Gloop. Now, this guy, as you might expect, does have quite a bit of physical defense, as do most jelly-like creatures in RPGs, as far as I can tell. His main weakness is going to be magic, but we will try. I have never actually tried this before. We'll try. Low res against him. Does it work? Temporary decreased defense. All right, gooey goo coming my way. Only hit Surge and it lowered his evasion. Not too concerned about that. Oh, if you did equip, or purchase and equip the iceberg trap element, this would be the fight in which you want to use it. He can use it when he's in his weakened state. So there's something to keep in mind. Does that do a little bit? It doesn't look like it did much. Yeah, it didn't look like it did much at all. I should have just used ones on her. Let's go for a steal. He does have something that I could want. We'll see if I can get it. It's not that big of a deal if I miss it, though. What do we get here? An antiviral cap. That is what I was kind of hoping to get. I do have a lot of red elements on her. Uh-oh. Take in. No! 66 damage, and then he spit him out, thankfully. But seriously, death by the blob is not the way that I want Glenn to go. Let's see what we can do here. I do have Magma Burst, but I would rather... Ooh, X-Strike. But it's a physical one. I would rather do... Yeah, I guess we'll just go for Magma Burst. Why not? 159 damage. Yeah, we can do quite a bit of damage to the giant Gloop here. Oh, alright, just go for ones then. It seems like it's more efficient anyway, in terms of actually doing damage to him per turn. 21 damage, no! How dare you slap me with your goo nub. What do we have here? Luminaire is always good. I don't have as many reds as I thought. Alright, well, we have Magma Burst -1 here. That will at least do something. Surge should have more damage to it. Yeah, there we go. 216. He is the better mage right now. He might be the best mage in my party. All right, we'll just go for ones. One, and one. All right, you know what sounds good right now? A red pin. $220. There we go. And now he is weakened. And I could use a red summon if I had one, but I don't. All right, he's weakened. Let's try to move in for the kill here. just ones. Just trying to build up the level as much as they will let me. All right, Iceberg. I told you he has a chance to cast it when he is low on HP. Hits everybody for quite a bit of damage. I do have to say that is a substantial amount of damage. But we can take another one of those, I do think. And we'll try to go for a low-ish level thing here. Luckily, Magma Bomb is right there for me. $55. Still kicking. All right, Surge, you are up. Let's see what you can do for me today. Like 96%. And still misses. Death by poking. Death of 1,000 paper cuts, I think. Down goes the giant Gloop. And we have won. We did get to see Iceberg, though. That's something. Once again, if you want to get it here, it is the earliest you can get it, I do believe, but it is not the only time that you can get it. All right, 1,000 gold our way. New growth level for everybody, even though we hadn't really completed our last one. 10 HP, 1 resistance, 1 magic resistance for Surge. That's not ideal, but I'll take it. And a new level 1 element. Kid, once again, not that great. 1 resistance point, and that is pretty much it. A little bit of HP. All right, Glenn gets strength and resistance. That's decent. And he does not get another element on his element grade. Interesting. Recover all, and we are good to go. We do get an Aqua Ball for that. You can also get an Ice Blast. But we got the Aqua Ball. Now we can head up here and lower the crystal once again. Well, first time this time, but we have done that before. And the blue one has been lit. And a new passageway has opened up for us. So for the time being, we are just going to head back to the hub. We have completed everything that is possible on the ground floor. As you might imagine, blue was kind of the color of this dungeon, considering it is the blue boss. And they do have them arranged by, I believe, like, well, they have them with the opposites on opposite sides here. And I do believe that yellow and blue are considered one side, and red and green are considered the other side of kind of like a coin, so to speak. Like, not necessarily, well, kind of light and dark, I guess we could go with. But for the time being, I'm going to drop a save.